నీకు వనరు, నేలే నీకు వరము. నేల నీకు జీవము, నేలే నీకు ప్రాణము.
నేల నీకు వనరు, నేలే నీకు వరము. నేల నీకు జీవము, నేలే నీకు ప్రాణము.
కలలకు రూపమిచ్చి కనుపాపగలాలి వచ్చే. కలలకు రూపమిచ్చి కనుపాపగలాలి వచ్చే.
కల్పవల్లి నేల తల్లి, కరుణామయి భూమి తల్లి. కల్పవల్లి నేల తల్లి, కరుణామయి భూమి తల్లి.
నేల నీకు వనరు, నేలే నీకు వరము. నేల నీకు జీవము, నేలే నీకు ప్రాణము. చెట్టు పుట్ట మనిషికి ఆయువు పట్టు. నది తీరమాగాణం నాగరికత తొలిమెట్టు. కొండ చెట్టు పుట్ట మనిషికి ఆయువు పట్టు. నది తీరమాగాణం నాగరికత తొలిమెట్టు.
మెట్టు మెట్టు ఎక్కి నీవు ఇంతెత్తు ఎదిగినావు. మెట్టు మెట్టు ఎక్కి నీవు ఇంతెత్తు ఎదిగినావు. ఎంతెత్తు ఎదిగినా నీ మూలం మరువబోకు. ఎంతెత్తు ఎదిగినా నీ మూలం మరువబోకు. నేల నీకు వనరు, నేలే నీకు వరము. నేల నీకు జీవము, నేలే నీకు ప్రాణము.
నేల నీకు జీవము, నేలే నీకు ప్రాణము. సోయగాలు సహజ సంపదలు, మానవ కళ్యాణానికి ఎనలేని నిధులు. ప్రకృతి సోయగాలు సహజ సంపదలు, మానవ కళ్యాణానికి ఎనలేని నిధులు.
సంపదంత నాదే నన్ను పేరాశకు పోయి నీవు. సంపదంత నాదే నన్ను పేరాశకు పోయి నీవు. జీవకోటినంతటిని బలిపెట్టబోకుమా. జీవకోటినంతటిని బలిపెట్టబోకుమా. నేల నీకు వనరు, నేలే నీకు వరము. నేల నీకు జీవము, నేలే నీకు ప్రాణము.
నేల నీకు జీవము, నేలే నీకు ప్రాణము. నరికి భూగర్భం తొలిచి ఎల్లడల ఎడారులను నాటుతూనూ సాగినావు. అడవులు నరికి భూగర్భం తొలిచి ఎల్లడల ఎడారులను నాటుతూనూ సాగినావు.
భూతాపం ఏ మేరకు పెరిగిందో యోచించు. భూతాపం ఏ మేరకు పెరిగిందో యోచించు. అతివృష్టి అనావృష్టి నీ సృష్టి ముమ్మాటికి. అతివృష్టి అనావృష్టి నీ సృష్టి ముమ్మాటికి. నేల నీకు వనరు, నేలే నీకు వరము. నేల నీకు జీవము, నేలే నీకు ప్రాణము.
నేల నీకు జీవము, నేలే నీకు ప్రాణము. పర్యావరణ సమతూకం తలకిందులాయనెడు. అవని మనుగడతే
జ్ఞానాన్ని అస్త్రంగా మలచుకొని, శాస్త్రపు జ్ఞానాన్ని అస్త్రంగా మలచుకొని, ధరిత్రి రక్షణకైకనైనా నడుం కట్టు, ధరిత్రి రక్షణకైకనైనా నడుం కట్టు.
నేల నీకు వనరు, నేలే నీకు వరము, నేల నీకు జీవము, నేలే నీకు ప్రాణము.
నేల నీకు వనరు, నేలే నీకు వరము, నేల నీకు జీవము, నేలే నీకు ప్రాణము.
కలలకు రూపమిచ్చి కను పాపగలాలి వచ్చే, కలలకు రూపమిచ్చి కను పాపగలాలి వచ్చే.
కల్పవల్లి నేల తల్లి కరుణామై భూమి తల్లి, కల్పవల్లి నేల తల్లి కరుణామై భూమి తల్లి.
నేల నీకు వనరు, నేలే నీకు వరము, నేల నీకు జీవము, నేలే నీకు ప్రాణము.
guardians of our earth, our trees. Let us take a pride in celebrating the Harithaharam program, a green initiative that not only plants trees, but also sows seeds of awareness, responsibility and love for nature. I also invite our higher in charge ma'am, Sudharani ma'am, to please welcome ma'am with big round of applause. Yes, now let's take a moment to appreciate one of the most impactful
initiatives of our state, the Telangana Harithaharam program. Launched in 2015, this flagship campaign was initiated by the Government of Telangana with a powerful vision to increase the state's green cover to 33%. It aims to combat deforestation, improve air quality and create a healthier environment for the future generations. Under this mission, crores of saplings are planted every year, involving schools, communities and government bodies. It's not just about trees, it's about nurturing a greener, a cleaner Telangana. He is dressed as Vanajeevi Ramaya, delivering a short message highlighting his love and struggle for trees. Let's welcome him.
నా పేరు రామయ్య, కానీ అందరు నన్ను వనజీవి రామయ్య అంటారు. ఎందుకంటే నాకు మొక్కలంటే చాలా ఇష్టం. నా జీవితం అంతా మొక్కల కోసమే. ఒక వృక్షం దేవుడితో సమానము. ఒక వృక్షం లక్షలాది మందికి ప్రాణవాయువుగా మారుతుంది. ఒక తల్లి, ఒక గురువు గారు వినండి, మీ ఇంట్లో ఒక మంచి మొక్కని నాటండి, మీ పుట్టినరోజు సరిపోతుంది. అది ఉండగానే నిన్నట్లే ప్రతి మొక్క ఒక ఆశ, ప్రతి వృక్షం ఒక ఊపిరి, ప్రతి అడవి ఒక జీవితం. వృక్షం నాటిన వారు చరిత్రలో మిగిలిపోతారు. ధన్యవాదాలు.
Yes, thank you, Raymond. Thank you for your valuable message. Now I invite, we begin to you a unique presentation titled The Voice of a Plant. Watch as Charitra and Nishmita of class 7th NK come alive as a sapling and a plant.
Good morning to everyone. My name is V. Charitra. I am studying 7th MM2. A beautiful morning to everyone. My name is Yashmita. I am studying 7th MM2. Today we are acting as a tree. I am not a tree. I am life. I am shade. I am hope. Once birds sang on my branches. Children laughed on my shades. And wind danced through my leaves. But now you cut me down to build towers. You burn my brothers in the forest. You forgot every breath you take comes from me. I'm giving the fruits without asking. I hold the soil so your home stays safe. I drink the rain and give them back as a rivers. Yet, what do I get? Huh? Fire, axe, ignorances. I breathe sap, but no one sees. I felt silently, but no one hears. Still, I don't hate you because I'm a giver, I'm a healer, I'm a witness to your greed. And still, I hope. My message is simple. Plant me, don't cut me, love me, don't ignore me, let me live so you can live. Thank you for giving this opportunity to us.
Thank you girls for that brilliant and meaningful performance. Now I humbly request our respected Chairman Sir, Sri RAMARAO Garu Sir, to address the gathering with words of encouragement and the green vision for our future. Welcome sir with big round of applause.
Dr. Bhunesh, dear teaching staff, and my dear students. My warm greetings to all of you on this Green Garland Day, one of the flagship programs of the government of Telangana, initiated around a decade ago. You know, this Green Garland Day was initiated by the government of Telangana with a particular intention, as Juveria said, to raise the tree cover from around 23 to 24% to 33%. That was the aim of this Harithaharam, Green Garland Day. But in this context, I would like to ask you some questions. I would be thrilled to have, if you can answer those questions. You know, which is the number one country in the world with the highest tree cover percentage, with highest percentage of forest cover. Can anybody tell me the name of the country? You know that? Okay. Do you know at least where India stands in this? Not Telangana, entire India. Okay. Do you know where Telangana stands in this entire states of India? You know, make it a habit to know something about all these things when we are going to conduct some kind of function on that. There is a country called Suriname. 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 That country, even now, it has 97% forest cover. 97, only 3% of plain land. that occupies the number one position. And what about India? India is much better. As a country, it is much better than Telangana because of the blessings in the form of northeastern states we have. We got a better percentage as a whole in the country, not only northeastern states and Kerala also. Because of them, we have a better percentage, around 40 and odd something. But you know, even the largest country like Russia has 60% of forest cover. Brazil also has, it's also a very big country, but it also has around 59 to 60% of forest cover. But Telangana is still struggling at 24%, 23%, only 23%. It's not enough. We have to increase the number, increase the forest cover. Why? Why do we need that? I think at least you know the reasons. Right now, you must also make it a point to note down that there is a World Climate Conference is going on. Right now it's going on. World Climate Conference. They are worried about the decreasing ozone layer. Decreasing ozone layer and yes, Earth is becoming hotter and hotter day by day. You know that? That's why the climate conference is aiming at least decreasing this temperature by 1 to 2 degrees in the next 3 to 4 years. Not very much, at least 1 to 2 degrees. How can you do that? How can you make this earth a livable place, a wonderful place with lush green forest cover that can give us oxygen, that can maintain the biodiversity? That can give us shade, that can give us fruits, that can save us from food shortage. That is by, yes, sapling plants. At least every student, you all have friends, right? Everybody has a friend, at least one friend. Am I right? At least one friend. Some might be having more than one, 5 dozen, half a dozen, like that. Treat a sampling plant also as your friend. At least have one friend. That means take care of at least one sampling throughout the year, not only on this day. In fact, everybody forgets an important fact that the government of Telangana observes at least 1 week of every month as Green Week. We remember the certain important events and we forget the essence. That is our habit. We plant some sapling today and we forget. No, the government of Telangana has a specific aim in its mind, and it says please observe at least 1 week in every month. So if you do that, water it, nourish it, treat it as your friend. You can plant a tree either in the school or at your home or by the side of the road, wherever it is. It's not important, but you have to consider it as your friend and nurture it. If you do that, yes, you will have that at least minimum 33% of forest cover. It's minimum, so that the biodiversity is not disturbed, so that you can have enough food cycle going on, right? So I request you only not only to plant today, but also to nurture it throughout the year. Today's the sample, the sample or the sapling that you plant today is tomorrow's shade, right? And next generation's forest, that is the next generation's forest. Just now, a moment ago, you heard a student speaking like Vanajivi Ramaya. A single individual, you know about him from our own Khammam, right? He planted lakhs of trees. Now they are there, 60-year-old, 70-year-old trees. You can see them. Kilometers, you can see the plants he has planted. Okay, we don't have only that work, you have so many other works, but at least take one friend. Take one tree and nurture it, and then only you will be able to really implement the essential concept or the idea behind this Green Garland Day. In fact, has anybody visited Bhutan? Anybody, either the staff or students, anybody, any one of you? You go to Bhutan, you can see how much forest cover is there in Bhutan. 72% of Bhutan, in our own adjacent to India, you have 71% forest cover. I went to Costa Rica, a country in Central America, some time back. I spent there 2 weeks. And in that country, it's a very small country, but around 60% forest cover. Everywhere you see plants, trees, big plants, forests. And if you Google it, once you go home, you type, the man who grew forest. You see a man in Japan growing a forest by himself, a single man. These are all wonderful and very inspiring events, stories that you come across if you do a little bit of research. Right? And I appreciate all these students, and I appreciate the committee for making all these arrangements, and we should be thankful to the Department of Forest, Government of Telangana, for giving us around 500 saplings for today's event at free of cost. At free of cost they supplied us. To bring plants with variety, in order to have all kinds of plants, Dr. Bhumesh, Sudhagaru, and other team members, they went to the office and they collected the samples and brought them here. But now it's your duty to protect them. I would like to see, next year also we'll have this program now. Next year I would like to see the number of trees that grow. If you protect them, if they all grow, then I feel that you really have that Harithaharam made successful, or else it's failure. Thank you. With these words I take leave. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable words. Surely we are going to follow your advices, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I humbly request our respected director, sir, Dr. P. Bhumeshwar Rao, sir, to address our gathering.
Chairman RAMARAO Garu, teacher colleagues and my dear student friends, a very green morning, right? Instead of saying good morning, so we are here with on a specific note of planting saplings on this particular day in order to improve the green cover and all. Okay, whatever which was whatever the content, whatever the information which is given to you by Ramana sir is something which the government has been trying to do, and of course he has asked you to be focused in the process of improving the green cover. Let me add a different dimension to it. I genuinely feel, forget whether you are in India, whether you are in Telangana or in some other place, but basically as a human being, we need food, and that food comes from the plants. You are maybe you are literate, maybe in the sense you are educated. At the same time, there are people who are illiterate. But end of the day, it's not education which gives you a clarity regarding the greenery which needs to be promoted. For example, we spoke about Vanajeevi Ramaya. And as far as my knowledge is concerned, he is an illiterate. He never went to school. He never studied. But he had that common sense. Right? And with that common sense, he went on planting saplings which I think brought him laurels. Maybe he couldn't make money, that's a different thing. But even after his death, an illiterate from a small village which is very close to Khammam, he could make history. So that's the spirit. So let's talk about that spirit of improving the green cover, improving what exactly is required for the future. Maybe if you have noticed, the trees in this ground, they have some history of 15, 20, 30 years. But to talk about the latest stuff, the plants which are in front of this building, in front of the school building, all of those were planted 2 or 3 years ago. Maybe some might have noticed or some might have been a part of it. Some of you students who have been here for the last 5-6 years might have been a part of it. Look at the wonderful beauty, the aesthetic sense which prevails when you look at the green trees. It's so soothing, it brings your stress down. Right? Even the plants which are next to the canal, the coconut trees which are next to the canal are after all planted by the school students. Now you can see some little coconuts coming up, right? And I think in the next one and a half month, we would certainly be in a position to enjoy the coconut water. And even the jackfruit, the jack trees which are on the campus, I think there was a chance for the hostel girls. Hostel girls had a chance of eating those jackfruits also. They were served in the hostel. In fact, we luckily had a chance of enjoying the fruit. So it's not like for the future generation, even after we planted, 2-3 years down the lane, we had a chance of enjoying it. So, when we talk about the commitment, we might think, why should we do this? Or it's for the future generation, it's okay. Someone or the other will take care. If our grandparents had thought in the same way, what would have been our position? So, let's use our common sense. Let's understand the importance of preserving trees. And if you have noticed, maybe some of the teachers know this pretty well. Students walking here and there on the campus, on the ground in particular, they have a habit, unconsciously, they hold a twig or maybe a branch of a tree and they simply pull. And they are obviously warned. They are warned not to touch the plants. In spite of that, as I said earlier, we'll have to make a conscious effort. We react, knee-jerk reactions. We've got to have that balance, got to use the discretion, what needs to be done based on the situation. Right, talking about the plants. As it was said, yes, Telangana government literally gave us a chance of having close to 500 saplings free of cost, but sorry sir, it was rainy yesterday and we couldn't, in fact, I personally went to the nursery, couldn't fetch them because it was rain and they were not in a position to give away the plants because it was so damp, right? And personally went to a nursery, purchased all these plants. In fact, it's money from your pocket. Okay, all these plants are purchased, not given free. And you will have to understand this. Maybe you have a habit of killing time, in the sense you say passing time, enjoying time. And if you genuinely have a noble notion of passing time or killing time amongst or in the company of plants or trees or saplings, that would be wonderful. I do it. So I kill time, maybe with with cell phone sometimes, no doubt. But whenever I get decent time, I go back to my farm, spend time with plants there, relax, re-energize, boost myself with lots of energy, and I come back. That's how it happens, right? So hope you people would understand the importance of staying with nature, in the nature, growing with the nature. And these saplings which would be planted now, I request the coordinators to allocate one sapling to each section. For example, 9th NS, one sapling. 9th NM, another one. 9th NP, another one. 9th NP, 1, 2. Right, divide it. Let them take the responsibility of making sure that they water the plants properly, take care of the plants, and make sure that they sustain. Because 2 years back we planted, and I see a barren, blank land available. I mean, when maybe in case if we have planted and if that were taken care properly, we would have focused on some other. Maybe we would have gone out, did some activity in the community where we would have planted some other plants in the open areas available. But we couldn't do it because the plants which were planted, saplings which were planted earlier, have gone. Have gone because of the negligence of the students. Simple. They are planted, the next day you people go play, no problem, you can play. But do not touch them. Make sure that it's your property. It is your property. Your property doesn't mean your house, your car, your other jewelry and all. This is also your property. Please understand this. Protect your property. Let the plants which are allocated to that concerned section be taken care by the students, and hope by next year when we come onto the ground, let's have a genuinely green cover around so that we can enjoy the shade, we can enjoy maybe the fruits in case of fruit bearing trees have come, let's enjoy that and make sure we genuinely, soulfully commit towards the nature. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable message, and surely we are going to follow your guidelines, sir. Thank you, sir.